that is over. That is over. So ask Viranga to send it to me. Okay. So what do you think? Have you ever heard of all these things? And what do you think about your degree now? Are you proud of your degree? Proud or
Yes,
very proud?
very proud, sir.
Only thing is never copy. Do your things yourself. Get up early in the morning. Sleep early. Don't eat too much. Because we are talking about food shortage because our people are overfed and they must eat 1/3 of what they eat. Then they can be very brainy, energetic, efficient people. Because you must not take any amount of calories more than the calories needed per day. The moment you take more calories than needed, you cannot work well. And I'm doing this lecture after having dinner, finishing dinner at 3 o'clock, and you can see I'm not sleepy. I'm doing the lecture. I'm still recovering from an operation, but still I'm doing the lecture as if I never had any operation. Then you'll ask why. And that is called modern plant-based medicine. And that is, we are lived in a petroleum world. Everything we eat is poison. So the traditional plant-based medicine doesn't work. So the modern plant-based medicine, what we do is we detoxify, and then we treat. So the modern plant-based medicine, we have this basis, bulu, rasakinda. These will all cleanse your body. Then these will clean your blood. And when you get that will improve your immunity. That will clean your kidneys and senegal. And for that, you type this word on internet, and you can get all the details of it. And it's a medicine made from the same thing, and it's available on Amazon. And you read about this particular medicine, and then what you do is you can. I'll teach the other thing, but we'll start the bridge lecture, and I'll come back to that in a moment, right? Okay. So now, when it comes to bridges, right? Okay, so basically, what you do is you will add whatever good for your illness. Say if you have phlegm, you will add dried ginger, whelmy, sipil. These are all well-known medicines. Then you boil, you get 1 kalan. That is all theory, 5 grams, because every plant-based medicine must have a weight of 8 grams. 12 into 1 is 12 into 5 is 60. Otherwise, you go for 6 into 10, again 60. If you have only 6 items, you go for 10 grams, 2 cups. And then you boil 8 cups to 1 cup. Take half a cup, add sahidalunu, that's rock salt, in the night, and then you take the other half, apply bees honey, and drink this in the night, this in the morning, and you drink 5 per week. And that will cleanse your body of all the toxins. And if you have a phlegm-related problem, you add this. If you have gastric-related problems, what do? You add belimul, and kalandurwala, and what else? Iriveri. so gastric. And if you have skin diseases, you add katukarosana. Katukarosana. Sudu handun. And you can add value. Because sometimes skin diseases are related to phlegm. So by adding valme, you can, because you have vinegar and valme both, then you can get rid of the phlegm-related skin diseases. So these are the three illnesses you have. Is that right, Bimar? Do you have anything else? You can have skin diseases, gastric, and phlegm. Do you have any other illness?
No, sir.
When you are young, you don't. But if you have any kidney disease, you add kiribadu. Aswan. Narrate. And if you have diabetics, you add madam putu. And what is kotali himbutu? Kotali himbutu, kotala himbutu, madam putu, kotali himbutu, and ranaram. Okay, that's it. And can you have anything else? So that's it. So I developed this called modern plant-based medicine. And we take 1 month, that's the difference, to cure. We take 1 month to cure any illness. So I take all these things, and if you are in deep trouble, you take all this and still you have trouble, you go to hospital, next day you will be cured. Because all the medicine will work very well, because Western medicine works very well when your body has no toxins. And that's the American method. And when you have a cancer, they do operation. And then what they do is they use Senecot and detoxify. And then what they do is they go give chemotherapy. They give chemotherapy after that, and the patient is cured. But my sister died. Younger sister died of cancer about 2 weeks ago, and she was 53, and she was a very nice looking girl. So the reason is they use the wrong method. They gave chemotherapy and did the operation later, which is the wrong procedure. But unfortunately, my sister didn't want to listen to anything. She said, "I believe in doctors," and anyway, she had a bad time, so she passed away. You know that, Vimali? Did you know that we had a family member losing?
Yes, sir, you like sent a message.
Yeah. Yes. So basically, I have sent a message on this plant-based medicine also, but now you can practice it. Then you don't have to go to see doctors every time you have a minor illness, because we don't have no dollars, means no medicine, no fertilizer. What else? No petrol. So what are solution? No medicine, modern plant-based medicine. No petrol, cycles. No fertilizer, cycles, trains, right? And buses. Anything you can't go with the cycle, you go by train or buses. But we never use cars. unless absolutely necessary. Say you want to go to a hotel for a wedding, yes. Wedding, yes, car or three-wheeler. Because when you dress very well, better to use a car or a three-wheeler, right? Or a motorcycle. Rather than that, for everyday traveling, use cycle because the motorcycle traveling is too expensive these days. And for fertilizer, what do? You put 5 liters, 1 kilogram of mana. What else? Ipil, ipil, ipil. What else? Suryakanta. So whatever it is, right? You add all that. Keep it closed. Fermentation. What is the specialty of fermentation? You get penicillin. How do you make penicillin? You make penicillin without oxygen. No oxygen, you get penicillin. So anything that you make without oxygen will kill what? Kill germs. Kill fungus. So add it to the tree. It will never get bacterial attacks. It will never get fungus attacks. The tree is very strong because it is big root zone and it's drought resistance. Why? Because the root zone is deep. Why deep? Because soil is light. So what will happen when you add chemicals? Any chemical, all these aerobic bacteria dies and soil becomes dead. When the soil is dead, what will happen? Aerobic bacteria will start coming up, destroy all these roots. And after a while, you cannot grow anything because roots are dead. This becomes very, very, very weak. Is the internet connection dropped? Is it working or it's there? You can see the screen, Vimali?
Yes, so we can see.
Okay, I think there was a small power fluctuation, but nothing much happened. So basically, so adding chemical is the wrong way of doing farming. Correct way is add liquid fertilizer that you make yourself. And in addition to that, we add rock phosphate from where? Nepal. And we add dolomite. What is dolomite? Calcium carbonate, magnesium carbonate. It can make the pH 7 or better because it can destroy acidity in the soil. That is also useful. You add rock phosphate. And in addition to that, you add chopped banana trunk. What is banana trunk? Banana trunk is full of potassium, phosphorus. Potassium and phosphorus. So what the tree needs? Tree needs nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, magnesium. So with dolomite, we add calcium, magnesium. With liquid fertilizer, we add nitrogen. And because these leaves have potassium and phosphorus, we add those also. We can add rock phosphate. So if we have everything, now we are looking after the two things. We do two things. In normal organic farming, we look after the soil. In modern organic farming, we look after the soil and the plant. So what is the difference between normal organic farming and modern organic farming? Normal organic farming, what you do is you look after organic farming. You look after the soil. How do you look after the soil is, if you want to make a plant bed, what you do is, now this is the land, you would select 2 feet, 600 millimeter wide place. You remove all the soil here to this side. Then you build up now this is you build up layer by layer. What? So you have layer of grass or anything green. It has to be green, right? Not dead. Then mana. Then another layer. What is that? Chopped. What? Chopped banana trunks. Another layer of. You can add a little bit of if you have what do you call partially burnt tree trunks. So you draw, you know, when you cut ipil, you take all the leaves to make the tree, and these ones you burn partially. Don't make it ash, burn partially, collect it, and add it here. And it can give a super crop, and in addition to that, you add mana, whatever chopped things. And then you start growing. What will happen? Now this will become a colony. And this colony, what will happen? The tree will grow very fast and the root zones will go everywhere. For this loose soil. And anaerobic bacteria, they go deep into it. How about aerobic bacteria? These are all aerobic bacteria. And they are very friendly with the tree. Why? When tree makes food, 50% of food for us, 50% for them. So they are getting a lot of food from the tree. And they're very happy. And they look after the tree. And the plant grows like hell. Because every week you are putting a lot of nitrogen. Well, what will happen? Plant will grow very well. And its root zone is getting a lot of nutrients that are specially made for the plant by the microbes. And this is the nature. And nature knows how to do things. We are the people who don't know how to do things. We are the people who know how to mess up. Whereas nature knows how to do things. So what the nature does? Nature gives all the ingredients it needs. So you get a pepper or a mango. So what will happen? Tasty. Super taste. Why? It was grown with all the nutrients in it. But in chemical-based agriculture, what do? We add chemicals, and this becomes dead. So you have a problem. Anaerobic can attack it anytime. So what do? You put chemicals, and the tree is small. You want to make it big. Soil is dead. Soil is not helping you anyway. So you put compost made in a heap. For what? You put compost to make the soil loose. So your soil is loose. Can anaerobics go down? But you don't have much aerobic bacteria because you are adding poison. So your soil is dead. So you get a better root zone. So tree grows well. You get a crop. Mango. Tasty? No. Like water. You get pepper. Tasty? No. It's like water. When you buy pepper from supermarket, it's tasty or water. Watery. Vimali? It's not tasty. Why? It is full of artificial grown. It's not tasty, but it is big. Organic one, size is small, but very tasty. So which has higher value? What the people buy? These 100 rupees. People will pay the smaller one 200. Why? Because this is tasty. is nutritious. Otherwise, this one is useless, like water. Is that the truth, Bimali?
Yes,
So
sir.
whatever the people tell about Gota, go home. Gota did the right thing, but he didn't know how to manage it. Right? Had he given a few lectures to me, I would have taught the whole world what is modern organic farming. Why? I spent over rupees 5 million to do research on this and develop this modern organic farming. And so this is some I did, and I bought a truck also, single cab truck to Mr. Ruchira Gunatilaka. I think we spent about 700,000 rupees those days in 2015. Vehicles are not as expensive as today. Even today, uses it. And we did farming in Mahawaya. Where's Mahawaya? And here you get Mayangana and go Padiyatala, and here you get Mahawaya. And we worked with farmers, and then we made a video because there's one poor family teacher who could not afford fertilizer. So she did modern organic. And today she gets the best crop. And her paddy is the best in that area. And she uses not the traditional varieties, normal varieties, but if you use traditional varieties, you can even get even more expensive paddy. If you get hugely expensive paddy, what can you say about your income? It's huge. So we spend a lot of money, and it's called Chandra Dige Katao. And I have sent it to you many times, Bimali. Have you got it? Have you heard it? Did you spare a little time to hear it?
Yes, sir. We got it.
But have you heard it? Have you
Yes, sir.
listened to it? Huh?
Yes, sir.
No, yeah, you got it, but you don't listen. That's very good. We know you guys are like that, right? Okay. And okay, I'll send it again in case that you don't have it. I'll send you a collection of things. Did you read the story about Gunadasa? Who did this Veragada soya? Bimali?
Sir, have you sent it today?
No, I have sent it earlier.
No,
No, I mean, you guys don't read. I mean, I send everything that is needed, and you guys don't read it. It's a crime. You don't read it. I send all the important information for you guys to understand and make something out of it. And but you never read it. That's our problem. So all my efforts are lost.
No, sir, I read most of it actually. I somehow missed it.
Yeah, okay, I'll send it today. Let's see. I'll send you a collection of things today. Vimali and Randuda. So you read these things because they are very, very, very important things. And to whom I sent it recently? I sent it to somebody. Just see if I can find one for you. I sent you something. Well, did you get it?
Yes,
Do you have power?
Yes, we have.
I don't have. I don't have. Can you put it to the grid, please?
Yes, sir, I did.
No. I'm shouting at madam. Because she has to put. I was on solar, so she has to put me back on grid, right?
Yeah, sir, sure. I thought about messages, sir.
You got the messages. There you are. You are getting it, Bimali.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
You share it with your friend, huh?
Okay, sir.
Okay. There are a lot of things you read one by one and send accordingly. Yeah? Okay. Don't just dump everything. Nobody will read it. Okay. Still, we don't have power. I think we might have to. Shall we take a break because we had a long. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Send all these videos to me, then I can share it with our ISL, right? Okay.
Yes,
Right.
sure, sir.
Send both videos to me, right? Then I can make use of it because unfortunately I was using my phone to talk to you, computer to do the lecture. So we'll take a break, and depending on the situation, I'll let you know whether we can continue more or not. But I think today's lecture, although we did not cover any technical matter, whenever you have time, because now I'm recovering, even after 5 o'clock, I can do lectures. Okay, whenever you have time, tell me, then shall it stop today, because otherwise it may be too much for me. Yes. But even tomorrow after 5 o'clock, you are free, let me know. We'll do the lecture. Okay. Yes, sir. Sure, so I can teach bridges and box culvert, everything. I don't have to look at anything. You know about it, right? Yes, sir. I can do lectures without looking at anything. Like today I did a lecture without looking at anything. So similarly, I can teach you bridges and buildings without looking at anything. Why? My database is very, very, very powerful. And I can design a 100-story building without looking at a Euro code. To Euro code. I will design it and you check everything I have detailed. I will not give you calculations because I don't do calculations. I have my shortcut methods. So there's no point in showing you my shortcut methods. I'll do all the detailing of the 100-story building and give it to you. And you check it for Euro code. And if you can find, you will not be able to find a single location where the calculations are wrong, where the detailing is wrong. You'll find the reinforcement is exactly what you need, or little more than what you need at certain locations, because I have very special design methods where I look at the risk factor, and when I detail, I add more reinforcement to the sections having higher risk of failure, so that those sections will never ever fail. And this is a very special new technique that I have developed, like the modern plant-based medicine, modern organic farming, everything. I have developed new methods, and my designs are all based on risk-based design, not the normal design. I look at the risk, and accordingly I adjust the reinforcement. And locations where the risk is minimum, I put minimum reinforcement. The locations where the risk is higher, I put more reinforcement, so that the chances of, so the factor of safety is not the same everywhere. At the locations where the risk of failure is high, my factor of safety may be 3 or 4, whereas at the locations where the risk is low, very low, my factor of safety can be 2. So when you do that kind of design, can that kind of building ever fail? Vimali? The locations where the failure can occur, I have factor of safety of 4. Where the failure doesn't occur, I have a low factor of safety, which is the usual one that you get about 2 to 2.5. Can my structures ever fail?
No, sir. No chance.
Then I do piling, and when I do piling, I don't add, depending on the situation only, I add reinforcement to the bottom. And most of the instances, if the soil is reasonably good, as soon as I reach the good soil locations, I never add anything. It's just concrete only. Why? How can you design a pile without reinforcement? The pile is a membrane compression. So if you have a membrane compression, can it take bending moment? Yes, it can take bending moment because it's pre-stressed concrete. If you have a concrete member in a heavy, significant compression, it's a pre-stressed concrete member. So pre-stressed concrete member, would it need reinforcement or anything to take stresses? It can take bending. Okay. So I don't put reinforcement to the bottom of a pile. I don't, unless the soil is very weak, where I think there's a risk of buckling. So because of that, I put reinforcement. Got it? So that's the type of things I want to teach in the next lecture. But to break the boredom, today I decided to do these bridges. But within 2-3 hours, I'll make you all good bridge experts, because you have already learned bridge engineering. Most of you are taking bridge engineering subject as well. Is that right, Bimali?
Yes, sir.
Majority of you are taking bridge engineering subject. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I can teach bridge engineering very fast. Then I can teach you building engineer. How to design culverts. Then I can teach you how to deal with space trusses. Okay. So with that, I think you will have enough knowledge. The only thing is you will have to do the modeling yourself. I am not going to waste my time on teaching you how to do the modeling, because you are very good modelers. And how about MIDAS? Is it all working?
Yes, sir. It's still working, sir.
It's working. No, I have negotiated with them. So they promised to give us license until the day we find enough dollars to pay for essential things like MIDAS license. Today, what we do? Whatever the dollars we get, we import petrol and burn petrol and pollute the world. So what is the solution? Shift to cycles, shift to public transport, shift to trains, and never use private transport. That is the lesson. But may not be applicable to your madam. She's damn rich. So she will come to Moratuva by her car, but she travels only about 3 kilometers, maximum of 8 kilometers per day. That's all. So she needs on less than 1 liter of petrol, right? But other than that, I don't come. I stay at home. I don't use petrol, but I do cycling, and I have a racing cycle. I can go anywhere in my cycle. How many gears it has? It has 18 gears, 18 gear speeds, right? So basically, so we have to look at problems we have. And so today I don't think we had a long lecture. So tomorrow I'll do another lecture, and day after tomorrow also after 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, whenever you are free, tell me, I'll do lectures. Okay. So you organize it Satya or Viranga and let me know.
Yes.
Whatever the time you are free, I'll do lectures. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
So send me all both videos, right? Right.
Sure, sir. Sure.
And you know Imanta. You know Imanta.
Yes, sir.
Send the videos to Imanta also. Then he can convert it to YouTube.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sure, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.